everyone, welcome to Rolling with Ellie. Today we are making a delicious gourmet fudge icing. This recipe that I've used for 20 years is perfect for icing your cakes, your brownies, cupcakes. Is perfect for a hot fudge sundae and anything else you'd like to use it for. I know that you're going to love this recipe as much as I do. And just for fun, I thought I'd share a photo of me that was taken while I attended culinary school in Chicago from 03 to 05. Culinary school was a blast. Okay, so later in this recipe, we're gonna prepare a custard. And trust me when I tell you, it's easier than you think, so please don't be intimidated. And what that just means is that we're going to cook our yolks with our cream and sugar. And what's so much fun about this is once you learn this method, you'll be able to do other recipes like ice creams, creme brulees, and anything with custard. So let's have fun and let's get started. Okay, so in a medium to large saucepan, you want to melt 6 ounces of butter. Once your butter is melted and stirring with your spoon in the center, add 24 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Now, you don't want a very sweet chocolate like a milk chocolate. You can use chocolates like Ghirardelli or Choceur, but you want more of a semi-sweet and a darker chocolate because you are going to add sugar to this recipe. And at the end of the video, I'll give you a couple of tips on what you can do if it comes out too sweet or not sweet enough. Once melted and stirred together well, you can go ahead and set that aside. Now we're going to work on that custard. In a small saucepan, you want to heat up 16 ounces of heavy cream. Let that cream get very nice and warm. In a separate smaller bowl, whisk together 7 yolks, but do not add your sugar yet. So here's something important to know about sugar and yolks. When sugar and yolks are together in a bowl and it's not constantly being whisked, your sugar will cause your eggs to become lumpy. So you have to constantly whisk it together without stopping. So you don't want to add the sugar to the yolks until you're ready to add some of your cream to it. So now once your eggs are whisked well, add your sugar and you want to mix really well. And once mixed well, you want to take some of that warm cream and add it to this egg mixture, but just a little bit, maybe like a 1/4 cup, and then mix it well. And then once mixed, we're going to pour this into the pot of cream. And once you pour this into your pot of cream, I started off with a whisk, but I quickly switched to a wooden spoon. So here's the part where everybody thinks is so hard. So all you're gonna do is mix this on medium heat, a little bit low to medium. And what you want it to do is you're just gonna cook it until it thickens up. It might take a few minutes. I think mine took about 8 minutes, something like that. So I keep looking at my spoon, and as you can see, it's still kind of thin. And what we're waiting for is for this to coat our spoon, and it will look kind of the same as if you were making cream of chicken soup and you put your spoon into that soup and pulled it out and it has a coating on it. So that's what it should kind of look like, just like this. For this next step, using clean utensils, you don't want to use anything that you use to mix your raw yolks together with your sugar. You want to have a good bowl, like a silver bowl, covered with cheesecloth, or use a very good strainer to catch some of those chunky little pieces of eggs. Even I get those. And then once it is strained, you want to go ahead and add this to your chocolate mixture and stir in the center to incorporate it. And stirring in the center will help it to emulsify very well, so you don't get all that matty, weird look. So we are almost done. So while stirring in the center, we're going to add the remaining ingredients of 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 7 ounces of corn syrup, a pinch of salt, and 3 ounces of room temperature sour cream. If your sour cream leaves a couple little lumps, just break them up with a fork. And stir until it's mixed together well, and look at this pot of goodness. So if you want to use it to pour over a cake or something else, you want to let it sit for just a little while so it thickens up just a little bit. Otherwise, it will just drip right off your cake. And if you want it icing consistency, you can go ahead and refrigerate it for about 2 to 4 hours. You can store any unused portions in your refrigerator up to 2 weeks, and this freezes great. So just a little tip, if your icing comes out too sweet because of the chocolate that you use, I would suggest having on hand a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And when you're done making your icing and it's still warmed, what you want to do is microwave about a half cup of chocolate chips and then just add a little bit at a time, adding to the center of your fudge and stirring in the center and tasting it. And once you get to your desired sweetness, you're done and you can enjoy. And this recipe is so good that I confidently say that I know you're going to love it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And once again, like I always say, thank you so much for rolling with me. I will see you on the next one.